Today, using the program Adobe After Effects, we will learn how to make an animation of a running character in 2D. The storyboard movements as a result can be used for the character model in a mobile or computer game. First, we need to create a composition. Click Composition, New Composition. This can be done with Ctrl and N. The size of the composition is 700 x 1000 pixels. The number of frames is 30. The duration of the animation is 2 seconds. We have a lot of interface panels, now we'll figure it out. Click on the panel on the left twice. Select a file with a character. In the import settings, select a composition with preserving the size of the layers. Drag the track down. We see the character. We need to change the size of the composition. Since here the composition is 500 x 1000, we change it to 700 x 1000. We need to bind all the elements of the body to each other. Using the anchor point tool, we bind the arms, head, and hips to the body. We tie the forearms and lower legs to the shoulders and hips. Select the body layer and press the key R. Assign an angle of 4 degrees. If the whole character turned, then we did everything right. We start the animation from the foreground shoulder. Click on R to rotate the item. Make an angle of 60 degrees, repeat the action with the other hand. We change the forearm at an angle of -30 degrees. Background forearm is changed to -120 degrees. Now you need to animate the legs. To do this, click on the layer with the thigh in the foreground and make an angle of -60 degrees. Shin bend 90 degrees. We make the background leg differently. The hip is rotated 60 degrees, and the shin at 70 degrees. Select all the elements, then click on the clock icon. The symbol in the form of a rhombus is replaced by a symbol with an hourglass. Now we move the cursor to the timeline where the first second is located. Duplicate actions in reverse order. We change indicators of hands among themselves, legs and so on. In the second, we repeat all the actions that were at 0 seconds. This way the animation will loop. You can check what the animation turned out. For this we press the space bar. The animation turned out, but a little curve. Choose 15 frame on the timeline. All parts of the body that are not in an upright position, we change to 0 degrees. We do the same for 1 second and 15 frames. Select all keyframes and press F9, now the animation has become smoother. Select the keyframes again and click on the diagram editor. Selecting all the keyframes again, we reduce the duration of the animation from 2 seconds to 1 second and 10 frames. Then open the composition settings and change the duration of the animation to the same value. Now we can check how the animation looks. All is well, but something is missing. We return to the tab Composition 1. We change the duration of the composition, from 2 seconds to 1 second and 10 frames. Click on the char layer and then press the S key. Change the image size to 80%. Now click on P. At the very beginning of the time counter, click on the clock icon, raise the character. Go to the frame where the character is. Put the character below. Now duplicate the captured frames, and then press F9. We also need to make a shadow under the character. Press the Q key, select the ellipse, and then change the color to dark brown. Draw an ellipse under the character, imitating a shadow. Where the character is in the air, the oval must be large, and where the character stands, the oval must be small. Do not forget to make transparency in the shadows. To do this, press the T key and change the transparency to 50%. Our animation is almost ready. Press Ctrl and S to save the file. Then click File, Export, Send to the render queue. Instead of the lossless indicator, we change the format from AVI to the PNG sequence. Click OK. Choose a location to save the file, and then click on the render button. Congratulations, the animation is ready.